Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Father's Day story time. Today, we're going to read two books that involve very special dads. The first one's called Because Your Daddy Loves You, and it's by Andrew Clements and illustrated by R.W. Alley. When you wake up from a bad dream and you call out, "Daddy!" Your daddy could say, "Shh, just go back to sleep." But he doesn't. He comes to your room right away and sits beside you until you fall asleep again. When the car is packed for the beach and you can't find your other shoe, your daddy could say, "You should put things where they belong." But he doesn't. He helps you look all over for that shoe. And when he finds it under some dirty clothes, he puts it on your foot and ties it with a double knot. When your ball blows across the sand and into the ocean and starts to drift away, your daddy could say, "Didn't I tell you not to play too close to the waves?" But he doesn't. He wades out into the cold water. And he brings your ball back to the beach and plays roll and catch with you. When you go for a walk along the beach and you get so tired that you can't take another step, your daddy could say, "It's getting late. We've got to keep moving." But he doesn't. He sits down beside you and shows you how to make a sand castle with a river all around it. When you stop for ice cream on the way home and your cone makes a big gooey mess, your daddy could say, "Now look what you've done." But he doesn't. He finds a paper napkin and he gets it wet at the drinking fountain. He wipes off your mouth and both your hands, one sticky finger at a time. When you fall asleep in the car and it's late when you get home, your daddy could say, "Hey, wake up, help me take all this stuff back into the house." But he doesn't. First, he carries you inside. And then he goes back for the toys and the blanket and the picnic basket. When you ask for your favorite story after dinner, your daddy could say, "We've read that old story over and over," but he doesn't. He finds the book and he starts at the very beginning and he reads every single word. When you ask for a piggyback ride to bed, your daddy could say, "Come on, old lazy bones, get up those stairs." But he doesn't. He swings you onto his back and marches you up and up the stairs and drops you gently on your bed and kisses you goodnight. And then your daddy could say, "See you tomorrow," or "Sleep tight," or "Sweet dreams," but he doesn't. He says, "I love you." Oh, it's very sweet. Okay, the next book we're going to read about dads is called Daddy, Could I Have an Elephant? By Jake Wolf. Pictures by Marilyn Hafner. And the dad in this book has a lot of patience, actually. I noticed, just like the other dad. Daddy, says Tony, I need a pet. You do? Says his father. Yes, said Tony. What kind? Said his father. Could I have an elephant? Said Tony. An elephant? Said his father. Where would you keep it? Here in the apartment, said Tony. How would you feed it? Where would it drink? It would drink out of the bathtub, said Tony. We could send out for Chinese. Here's him imagining it. And the elephant saying, I always have trouble with chopsticks. And then the dad says, it comes with practice. What if it got lonely, said his father. Elephants live in herds. We could get another elephant to keep it company, said Tony. And here they're imagining this. 2 elephants and 2 people hanging out. Looks like they're playing poker. How would we move the elephants up here to the 3rd floor, said his father. Like pianos, said Tony. Pull them on ropes. I don't think elephants would fit through the window, said his father. We could try, said Tony. What if they got stuck, said his father. People would talk about us. What would they say, said Tony. They'd say, we're that family with the elephants sticking out of the windows. And what are they yelling down below? They're saying, what next? Well, how about a pony, said Tony. A pony could walk up the stairs. What would you do with it, said his father. I'd gallop around the apartment and jump over the furniture, said Tony. It would leave hoof marks, said his father. I'd like to have a python, said Tony, 20 feet long. Where would you keep it, said his father. Some of it on the sofa, said Tony, the rest of it on chairs. Where would we sit, said his father. A flock of woolly sheep would be nice, said Tony. They could keep us warm at night. Rise and shine, the sheep is saying. Sheep go baa when you're trying to sleep, said his father. Not if they're asleep too, said Tony. We could give them a definite bedtime. What if they woke up early, said his father. Gorillas would be fun, said Tony. They could go out the window and climb up and down the side of the building. What if they decided to climb in somebody else's window, said his father. See you later, Tony, the gorilla is saying. Visiting someone else's house. A parrot would be a good pet, said Tony. Somebody to talk to. Parrot screech, said his father. And then the parrot saying to his dad while his dad's working at the computer, looks like your spelling needs work. What about a quiet bird, said Tony. I'd like a flamingo and maybe a pelican. Flamingos and pelicans like beaches, said his father. We could put sand in my room and a palm tree, said Tony. Flamingos and pelicans need to be warm, said his father. We could close all the windows and turn up the heat, said Tony. Expensive, said his father. I know what, said Tony. What, said his father. We could fill the living room with water. And then, said his father, we could get a dolphin, said Tony, and a baby whale. Both, said his father. He's saying, where do you want this, sir? All the kids from school could come over and swim with the dolphin and the baby whale, said Tony. Then they could sit on the sand under the palm tree and have a picnic. His father didn't say anything. I'd make the sandwiches, said Tony. I'd clean up afterwards. Tony and his father were quiet for a while. Maybe we should get something small, said Tony. What could that be, said his father. Puppies are small, said Tony. Just what I was thinking, said his father. Puppies are small. Could we get one, said Tony. Maybe we could take a look this afternoon, said his father. What about this morning, said Tony. It's possible, said his father. What about now, said Tony. Now is good, said his father, and they went out the door. Aww, it's very cute. So I hope you enjoyed our Father's Day story time. I will post some gift ideas, some craft ideas, some card ideas for your dads. And depending on what materials you have at home, you can make something special for your dad. All right, have a great day, everybody. Bye.